Hello everyone, Steve here. Yeah, so for today's video, I'm gonna be talking about like my experience of like being a single, of like yeah, being a single guy, of course. And the reason why I want to like I don't know talk about this isn't because of cause like I did have this thought like last night, of course, that being about like realizing, of course, yeah, like coming to coming to realize that I don't really need to like be in a relationship or anything. Like I'm fine with being single, but I would still like to tell you my my experience of being a guy, a single guy, of course, and yeah, and just tell you my experience, of course, of of it. So yeah, enough of me yapping. Let me just get into it. So yeah, like I've pretty much been single for pretty much like the entirety of my life, pretty much. Like I have never like had a girlfriend or been or yeah, either had a girlfriend or even be in any relationship in some way or form, like at all. And yeah, and well, like I did had like crushes on a few girls, of course, throughout my life. Like yeah, throughout my life. But I never really like had like the courage to like go up to them and like ask them out. Like nah, simply because I was like too scared, of course, of either getting rejected or yeah, too scared of like getting rejected. So I just pretty much like just admired them from a distance, of course. But also still like pondering with like the thought of like being in a relationship. Uh, and it's and I believe for like when and I feel if memory recalls like the ever first like I first like fantasized about being in a relationship back in like fourth grade. Yeah, back in fourth grade. That's like the earliest. Yeah, back in fourth grade. However, I didn't really like take that like too seriously or anything, because I was still a kid, of course, and kids being kids, kids don't, and I probably won't really like take the relationship seriously, and all of that. But it's like yeah. But middle school and high school is when the idea really like started like started like coming out, yeah, started like coming into my head, of course. And just like before, and just like I said, of course, like sure there was some girls I like, but I only just admired them from like a distance, of course. I never like well went up to them or anything. However, of course, yeah. However, I actually did had some like opportunities to actually be in a relationship. That being back during like yeah, that being during like the second half of sophomore year and during senior year as well. Um is when I literally had like the opportunity to actually be in a relationship. That being was like yeah, that being for like my the second half of my like sophomore year. I noticed that one of my like female classmates in my Spanish first class, of course, obviously had a crush on me. Like I like noticed like the hints and stuff of it. However, of course, even though she was like given some hints, of course. However, of course, I didn't make the first move, and neither did she. So, yeah, and eventually she probably and she moved on to her. And the other girl, of course, during like and yeah, and then also during my senior year, there was also not the same girl, but a completely different girl, of course. Also had like feelings for me, of course. Like she was given some like some like obvious hints, which only I noticed. Everyone else didn't, of course. However, just like the last one, of course, like sure, I and actually no, actually she did actually make the first move, of course. That being was like she did like come up to me and like ask for my number. However, I declined her offer out of just panic. Out yeah, of course, which kind of hurt her feelings a bit, which I do feel bad of. However, of course, the reason why I pretty much, even though I had like a very clear opportunity, like I could like clear the ball was getting into the relationship. However, I decided not to simply because of like, because even though sure, I do romanticize with the idea of being in a relationship, and I'm not the only one, of course, as well. However, of course, when reality hits, and yeah, but eventually, once I realized, of course, that I'm not really like boyfriend material or like or essentially like I don't know, being like sure, like that being I don't know, like I won't actually actually perfectly fit well in like a relationship. I decide to like pretty much like even if I do have the option to like be in a relationship, I would still refuse to simply because of like, because I don't know, I just don't feel like I'll be the type of girl that girls really just really want. Like I don't know, like sure I could be in a relationship of course if I want, like yeah, like I could be in a relationship if I wanted to. However, of course, I just won't really what's the word for it I'm looking for, like I just don't really feel like I'll be satisfied in it. Like sure, like I know I can like go out and date with my girl, take her out to dates, have a good time, giving her like compliments and some of the lovey-dovey stuff which she's gonna like. However, for me, I'm not sure, like I don't know, like I'll just yeah. But for me, of course, I won't really feel much of it. Like no, to be completely honest, I actually do not know how to like actually to actually love someone. Like sure, I do appreciate compassion and friendship, of course, but when it comes to like romance and stuff, yeah, I just can't do that like at all. Like no, and yeah, and that yes, and as I stated earlier, I've been pretty much single for my entire life, and actually, not just that. Yeah, I've been single for literally so long that once someone actually either says that I look cute or they say like they love me or yeah say either they love me or have like or confess their feelings to me, like I would literally have no clue how to respond to because of like because I don't know because like sure it's obvious like the person like has feelings for me. However, I just don't know how to respond back to it simply because like my brain is now like fully wired, of course, to like since my brain is like now like officially fully wired, of course, to like be not alone, not alone. Actually, yeah, not just be alone, but generally, go without like go without talking with people for a long time. Yeah. Um, yeah, which I don't think it's which doesn't really screw me up. It's just now, how I am for now for like the rest of my life. But I am aware that I won't be single forever. Like eventually, I will eventually find someone, and eventually I will probably either find my special someone, or my special someone will find me. It's probably one of those two. Or it's either 50-50 chance. But either way, like the chances of me being in a relationship is probably it's lower than is lower than winning the lottery. But yeah, but overall, like I don't mind being single. Like sure, I have my like sure. There are some pros as well as some cons of it, which I won't get into since that's probably like a separate topic I'll probably talk about. But either way, like I'm fine being single. Like I still have my friends who I talk to, which I have a blast with. Yeah, of course, and my friends, of course, also want to like get in a relation, also want to like be in a relationship as well. However, they haven't had like any good luck, of course, of like finding anyone special to them or even asking girl out. And then as for like my folks, like it's straight up annoying because like my parents always just nag me about like when I'm gonna have a girlfriend, of course, and joke and just playfully joke if like I'm gay or anything, which I'm like not, or like well well actually no, I think that's probably another topic to talk about like sexuality, like I don't think I am gay or like or some oh yeah like I don't really find like attraction into towards men or anything. Like sure I do admire like them of course, but like not like I don't know. That's probably something I probably also talk about like sexuality. But like either way, like still like yeah. But either way, like I don't know. My parents is constantly nagging me about like why I'm not in a relationship or anything, and also expecting me, and also they just straight up want me to like start immediately giving them a grandchild, which I'm like no. And yeah, and then I guess that's also another topic. I guess that's also another topic I can talk about. That being, why the hell I don't want to have children like at all. I don't know. I think I've already explained that before in like in some of my other videos. I don't know which one, but you can probably check that out. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today. Like yeah, you know. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today. I hope you guys like enjoy my rambling about being a single man and stuff. And I would like to listen, and I would like to hear your guys's your experience as well of like being single, of course. Either of like being single, or any like I don't know relationship stories or anything. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today. So yeah, bye bye.